Hi everybody, it's Joe, one of your two old men at heart. Today I wanted to give you a little bit of a description on some of the casino perks that are available on Holland America Line. And that is something that is different than any other casino. So if you're familiar with land-based casinos back where you live, or you've maybe sailed with some of the other cruise lines, Holland America has a very different system than most of any of those. So I wanted to get into a little bit of the details because that's something that people always have questions about. And these are general guidelines we've kind of put together. The Facebook group, Holland America Line Casino Players, run by Glenn Cleary and John Morehouse, is an excellent resource. Lots of good discussion going on there. And these are just some general guidelines because Holland America does not disclose the exact criteria for a lot of things. It's kind of a little bit of a secret of theirs. But collectively, these are general guidelines that people have kind of come to and are really a good base to get you started. So first, points. Unlike most land-based casinos where your loyalty points or status will build throughout the course of a year or more, that is not the case with Holland America. Each sailing that you take is a completely separate entity as far as Holland is concerned. So your points start over, your thresholds for rewards start over every single sailing. So that's the first thing that people kind of often get a little confused about because it's different than most places they're used to. And how you accumulate those points, if you're playing at a slot machine, a traditional regular slot machine, you'll accumulate 1 point for every $2 of coin in. So every time you hit that spin button, and for whatever your wager is, for $2 worth gets you 1 point. And that depends on how well you're playing and how quick you can accumulate some points. Video poker machines give points out at $5 of coin in for every point accumulated. If you're playing at the table games on the ship, that's not really well understood. You're kind of at the mercy of the dealer and the pit boss to put in amounts of points based on what they happen to see you playing at any given point in time. So that's generally not a good way to accumulate points. If your goal is to accumulate points and get some perks, table games usually aren't the way to go. Now let's talk about what those points are going to get you. So as you build your points up, it's going to your offers and what you get in terms of your free rooms or discounted rooms on future cruises. It's going to vary based on the length of your sailing, but a general rule of thumb is to get a come back and sail offer, which is going to be distributed your last full day on the ship. And those are good for any cruise between 4 and 12 nights in length, and within the next 9 months after you get off the ship, as of March 22nd when I'm recording this. That has changed a couple of times in the past year. If you are accumulating about 500 to 1,000 points per day for your sailing, so for a 7-day sailing, 3,500 to 7,000 points, you could be looking at probably an free interior stateroom. Anything less than that is probably going to be just a discounted offer. 1,000 to 2,500 points per day is generally the rough guidelines you can expect an ocean view room. And 2,500 to 4,000 points per day is about where you get veranda stateroom offers. and sometimes at 4,000, usually 5,000 plus points per day. That's when you get the Neptune Suite offers. And there's a little unfortunate, there's nothing in between there. Even though you have Vista Suites and Signature Suites on some of the sailings, the casino offers only go Veranda, Neptune Suite. So it's kind of a big range and gap there on those. In addition to the come back and sail offers, if you play regularly, you will also get email offers from Holland America with free cruises if you're getting come back and sail offers, or even if you're not. Sometimes you'll end up on the email list. The email offers will come randomly whenever they happen to send them out, and those are for specific sailings. And the email will list which sailings they are, and some of those can be quite long. I've seen 20 plus day sailings listed on some of the email offers. So it's not the same requirements, and some of those are more than 9 months out. So there's more flexibility in terms of the length and sailings, but it is a specific sailing. It's not a you get to pick what you want with the come back and sail offer. So in addition to your free cruises going forward, with a come back and sail offer and email offer, while you're on the ship, as you're accumulating points, there are perks that you can get as well. Once you hit 1,500 points on a sailing, you'll qualify for the Drinks on Us, which is free drinks for the player while you're actively playing in the casino. Now, if you have the Have It All package, it's not going to mean anything to you. The Have It All package is going to take precedence. But if you are just don't have anything you want, that you can get those drinks while you're playing once you hit 1,500 points, which is also usually included in the come back and sail offer from the beginning as part of those come back and sail or email offers. Once you're in the 1,500 to 2,000 points range for your sailing, you'll usually get a dessert. And not necessarily that day, but some point before the end of your sailing, casino staff will send a dessert up to your stateroom. And it's always a neat surprise, whether that's chocolate-covered strawberries, or that is some macaroons, or just whatever they happen to have on board and are doing. It's a nice little bonus to get one day when you come back to your room. Once you get up to between 7,000 and 8,000 points, you can get a free specialty dining meal at any of the onboard specialty restaurants, and they'll help you set that up and make those reservations for you once you are eligible for that. If you keep building, you can either continue to use every 7,000 to 8,000 points for specialty dining. There's not a cap on that, or 15,000 to 20,000 points, and they will offer you some spa credit if you wanted to make use of any of the spa features. That's an option, and I've heard people say, if they talk to their casino hosts and request specific things, sometimes they can work with you and accomplish specific freebies, but that's going to depend on your host and how you're playing and the relationship you've built with them. Little tip, if you are a couple and you want to build up your points a little quicker, you can go to the casino host desk and ask for a second stateroom card in one of your names and tell them, you'd like to play 2 machines at once or something, and they will get you a second card, and that way both individuals in the room can accumulate points together. It helps get your email offers and casino come back and sail offers up quicker. Onboard Perks build up quicker instead of splitting it across 2 players. So that's a neat little trick tip if you both play. That certainly helps. All right, everyone, that was an intro into some of the perks that Holland America Line Casino offers. If you have any additional questions or want to know anything else, drop us a comment, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and we will see you in the future.